Hey Cancer, welcome to your April Candlelight Tarot reading. I'm curious to see what your reading is gonna say. As I sat down to do your reading, I started to hear the, gosh, I guess it was like from the Space Jam movie. Like those of you who are more mature in age, like I am. I'm not even gonna sing it. It was like, are y'all ready for this? And it's like the dance music, and it's like, I was like, wow, it's happening with Cancer. But like the feeling that I got from it was, I feel like some of you feel like you're proving something to somebody. So some of you might be getting some like sweet revenge on somebody from the past, but it would be like the good revenge, like how they say the best revenge is a life well lived. Like some things are happening in your life where you're feeling very proud and very excited, and you're like, you wish you stuck around, didn't you? So I feel it's happening for some of you, but I don't know. I just feel like it's go time. Big things are happening. But let's see. Let's connect here and see what's happening for Cancer. And I know Cancers, you all aren't, necessarily vengeful, At least, those of you high vibrational ones. But I don't know. I feel something may be going on where you're just feeling vindicated in some way. So I'm curious. I'm curious to see what's going to come up in your reading. Now, I'm going to pull more cards than I usually do. So this reading might be a little bit longer than our usual ones, but that has been by request. The Candlelight Tarot too, a lot of you were like, do the Candlelight Love Tarot. So I heard you, I listened, I'm bringing it back. Bringing it back for my lovelies. Alright, so, and we're going to go a little bit more in detail because a lot of you have asked for that too. Alright, so, heart and center of your theme. Oh my God. If that is not confirmation, I don't know what is. You saw me shuffle, and I'm not that magical. I'm not that sneaky with the sleight of hand. This is a really cool holography deck, which you can't really see the glimmers under regular light. That's why I like to use it for the Candlelight Tarot. Okay, so, if this card is not confirmation, my dears, I don't know what is, because here we have justice, right? And what did I say? I said I felt like a lot of you are going to get to have some kind of like revenge in some way, or vindication or validation, where like you're telling somebody, you're proving yourself to somebody. Like you see I was the right person for you, or you see I was telling the truth. Some truth might be revealed for some of you about a person or about a situation. Maybe some of you have had somebody that was going around and saying a lot of dishonest things about you. Like maybe some of you had an ex that was going around and like turning people against you, or trying to make it out to sound like you were doing messed up things. But the truth is coming out. The truth is coming out. Or there was someone that you feel like, man, this person came and did a hell of a number on my life, and they just go and they get away with it. Like they just go away scot-free. They're not going away scot-free. Something is coming to the surface. So the whole kind of theme for you, Cancer, in your love life is just truth and fairness and balance. For some of you, maybe it's not going to come in that dramatic of a way. For some of you, this card could just mean that the theme for your love life in April is going to be about fairness and setting boundaries. So maybe some of you are like in a relationship and you're kind of excited about it, but at the same time, like you've been burned in the past and you're trying to make sure that doesn't happen this time around with this new person. So you're setting boundaries early on. For some of you, that's what's happening. But all in all, I feel like you all are feeling powerful. You're feeling powerful in April and through the month of April when it comes to your love life. And that's a beautiful, beautiful thing, because a lot of the times love life is one of the things that makes us feel weak, unfortunately. But you all are coming into some sense of power. Okay, obstacle here, or driving force sometimes. It could be you've got the Star card. And you're like, what kind of a card is a Star card? I feel like something might be happening where you're wanting to make some long-term plans, and you're wanting to do some things here for your future, and setting your abundance and your retirement. But you're also wanting to do it in a way where you're protecting yourself financially. Some of you are coming into money to a certain degree or a certain way, okay? And so maybe you're thinking about how you're going to protect those assets or those finances. Maybe some of you are coming into a relationship where the person has a lot of opinions about what you should be doing and how you should be doing things in your career. But I do feel a lot of you are like bit by some little creative bug, okay? And you're shining and you're getting attention. So if you're not doing something creative where it's not like a traditional 9-to-5 job, and you know, it's not like something where you're interacting with people in a creative way, it could be this energy where you're just expressing yourself more, you're shining, there's a certain light about you. And maybe for a certain somebody, they're not understanding this correctly. They're thinking that maybe like you're still looking, or you're still acting like you're still on the market in some way, and they're like, hello, I'm here. And you're like, no, it's not even about that. Like, I'm just happy, I'm feeling good, and if people notice me, I can't help if people are noticing me. So some of you are just coming into that energy. Some of you are having to choose between a sense of complete and total independence and a relationship. And I'm not saying this in a way where you're going to be with a controlling person or with a jerk. I don't want that for you guys. And sometimes when situations like this come up, I see things in the comments about, that's an abusive relationship. No, I'm not promoting abusive relationships. I obviously don't want anyone in an abusive relationship. I don't want you all to be with people who are like not letting you live your dreams. I'm just saying that some of you have some big plans and some big ideas, and you're feeling super confident, okay? And so your partner might be feeling like, okay, well, but what does that mean for us? Or what do you think that's going to be about our future or family or whatever it might be? Or maybe vice versa. Maybe your partner is doing something where they're getting in the public eye. Maybe your partner is being super creative and they have these dreams about going on tour or traveling or doing something like that. And you're like, oh, well, hello, what about us? And that's once again where the Justice card comes in. Finding fairness and finding balance. Finding that healthy independence in the relationship, but also still being committed to the relationship and making it work. I feel like that's going to be the theme for a lot of you Cancers in the month of April. All right, so the karma behind it, or kind of like what's going on the more spiritual side of things, you've got Ace of Swords. So it's definitely like a soulmate type situation, soul contract type situation, where it's coming in with a lesson. And the lesson is not to have your heart ripped out. People get so freaked out sometimes, like when they hear in a reading that, oh, this person's coming in with a lesson. Guys, please bear in mind, not all lessons are painful. Not all lessons are a nightmare. It doesn't mean it has to be bad. The lesson or the growth here is to expand your thinking. You're beginning to think in a much, much broader way about love, and you're beginning to see love in a healthier light. You're beginning to see yourself in a healthier light. I feel for a lot of you, this is a big deal because it's like you're breaking out of some codependent cycle, or maybe in the past your relationships have been codependent. And you've been aware of this, like you've known that your relationships were codependent, and you've thought about it, and you're like, looking back, I think my family has a lot of codependent relationships. And you're like, man, I really, if I get in a relationship again, I don't want it to be that way. Well, congratulations, my dears. Ace of Swords is letting us know that you're coming out of that pattern or that cycle of codependency. There will be no more of that for you. because you're looking at love in a different way. You're looking at relationships in a different way. You're looking at independence in a different way. So it's definitely coming into a new approach and a new thought process around love and relationships. That's a really big deal. That is not something to be, you know, just kind of ignored or downplayed. Like, that's something to really, really feel very, very proud about there. Okay? That's really big. You're making a really positive shift around like your mental maturity, or attracting people who have mental maturity. Some of you are like, I've been mentally mature. It's everybody else, you know. So, but whatever it is, you're bringing in that balance, okay? You're bringing in that balance. In the past, Cancers, ooh, you feisty little Cancers. In the past, maybe some of you ended up in relationships, or you picked partners in a hurry. Maybe you've rushed into things because you were kind of led by the passion, okay? We can all use our imagination here as to what this could indicate. But, you know, you're coming, again, like I said, since you're coming into that Ace of Swords energy, you're not going to get your mind mesmerized or fooled. You're not going to lose your better judgment because of what somebody is bringing to you physically, or what you're receiving from the relationship physically. I think I kind of have a sense or a feeling, my dear Cancers, that a lot of you are coming out of a long line of karmic soulmates, these passion soulmates, where there's this intense like physical chemistry, and that gets our heart going and it gets our emotions going, and then the person just kind of turns out to be a dud, and it like just like leaves us high and dry. I think, or maybe not high and dry, but disappointing us, like not living up to our hope, or not evolving, or not growing. And some of you have had a cycle of this in the past, and it's not going to be happening anymore. Like, you're done. Like, you're ready for the big boy love. You're ready for the big girl love. Like, you're ready for some grown up love. Like, you're not doing the, you know, we have this amazing connection, and then they fall off the earth, and they're back in 5 years, and then I'll see them 2 years later. You're not doing that in and out craziness anymore. You're over it. And it's like, you're in this place where you're like, there's no kind of sex that's gonna cloud my judgment ever again. Like, because I know what love is now, I know what connection is now, and I'm not settling for anything less. So this next card is telling us where your current energy may be, okay? And whenever you happen to watch this video, or whenever you happen to stumble upon this video, this could be where your current energy is. Now, don't freak out, or don't get scared that, oh my god, I don't want Three of Swords, because it's not in the future. It's what's happening already, right? It's not indicating that you're going to have a Three of Swords moment. So it's either already happened, or you're going to become aware of it, or you're already aware of it. So what I mean by this is, a lot of you are processing those old hurts and those old disappointments. I feel some of you already right now are on the cusp of a really big love. Like, either you're already in this relationship and it's going really well, and you're like, this one is different, or you've just met someone and you have a feeling this is going to go somewhere, or you just have a feeling, you have a gut feeling that your person is coming and your person is near. But something about that is making you, or it's going to make you relive some of the past disappointments, where you're like, you're sad, and you think about, man, you know, I really cared about that person, and even though I'm over them, and even though I don't want to be with them, even though I've like let them go, I've surrendered them to the universe, I'm hurt. Like, some of you are realizing that like you're hurt, and it's okay. It doesn't mean that you are behind in some way, or that you're weak. The universe is bringing up the old wounds so that you can release them and fill up that space with love instead, because a really big love is coming. So the old stuff, that old pus, that old infection, that old stuff that's been hiding or lingering in the deep layers may be coming to the surface, so you can just get it all out and be done with it, okay? Because there's a big love coming. Remember that Justice card, that in your face, that happy dance music? All right, my dear. So this is what your angels and guides are asking you to be cautious of. This love is coming. This love is here, right? You just kind of saw that Three of Swords energy. So it could definitely be letting us know where there's some like sadness or sad memories. Don't let past disappointments and, get in the way. And now that things are going better for you, this is the worst thing about the negative ego, right? It's like things start going good. We finally manifested what we wanted. It's here, it's in our lap, and the negative ego creeps up and starts saying, oh, this isn't going to work out for you. Things never work out for you. It's not going to happen. Forget about this. You're going to look like an idiot, and then we start thinking about, this can't be good, this person must be lying, or this thing might be too good to be true. Now there's a difference between being alert and paying attention to red flags and nipping something in the bud and protecting yourself. There's a difference between doing that, and there's a difference between, I can't trust this person. Nope, I'm gonna cut them off right away. I'm not gonna do this. So don't allow yourself to sabotage yourself. And again, Justice card, balance, that balance there. Innocent until proven guilty. So maybe coming in with that energy as well, my darlings. When I see Four of Pentacles, it gives me a sense or a feeling of putting up walls. Okay, and some of you are very good at doing this fine little tightrope, walking a thin line of having your walls up and still having relationships, but those walls need to come down because you all are manifesting like real relationship. And when you have a real relationship, walls can't be happening. They gotta come down. Okay, my dear. So your current kind of power in the situation here is to keep doing the work that you've been doing. Okay, so like whatever you've been doing in your career or career goals, or whatever you've been trying to do to improve your financial status or financial situation, keep at it. You're doing a good job. Whatever you've been doing to improve yourself or do your healing, maybe you all have been doing your meditation or going to church or crystals, or just kind of like getting out and walking and clearing your head and just trying to like be more active to just move the energy and release. Journaling, therapy, whatever you've been doing, maybe all of the above, it's working. Keep at it. And some of you are in this really big potential for a really massive positive shift in your love life. So there's gonna be work there with that too. Don't bail at the first sight of trouble. Okay, depending on what it is. If the first sight of trouble is somebody hitting you, then heck yes, bail immediately. Again, I have to clarify that because people in the comments will start going nuts and saying, this person did this to... I'm not in any way advocating for you to allow people to mistreat you. I am the first person who will tell you like that is not okay. I'm not about that at all. But for the other ones of you who have more just like less dramatic situations happening, more run-of-the-mill stuff, don't allow your kind of fear or negative ego to convince you at the first kind of thing here to run away. So a lot of you are being presented with a relationship or an opportunity where it's going to be worth doing the work. It might not be easy, but it's going to be worth doing the work. All right. So Cancer, this is very interesting. Remember how we talked about you having this wall up and having to bring this wall down and to be willing to keep doing the work, right? This is important because the person that you're with, this is how they're seeing you. This is how they think you're feeling about the relationship. Does this person look excited? This person does not look excited. This person's like, I don't want your stupid cup. Get it out of my face. And that might be how the person feels that you're looking at the situation or looking at them. So a lot of you do have somebody who's coming up and making an effort. And maybe some of you have like this tunnel vision where you're just really thinking about work, or you're thinking about something else, or your mind mentally is somewhere else and you're not realizing that they're trying to spend time with you. You got to open your eyes and realize this. Otherwise, they're going to get tired of holding that cup up and being ignored, and they're just going to walk away, right? So this person needs some acknowledgement from you. This person needs some attention from you. This person needs to know that you want them around. And I think for a lot of you, you do want them around, but there's a little bit of that wall up, right? And they don't realize that it's a wall up. They don't realize that it's like maybe you're being cautious, or you're being careful, and they're just feeling, okay, I guess Cancer's not into me. Cancer doesn't want my cup. I'm going to get out of Cancer's face. I'm bothering Cancer. So, just be a little bit more present, I guess is what I would say, is just practice on being a little bit more present. For some of you, it's a different situation. You are in a major soulmate connection. You do love this person a lot. They love you a lot, but maybe they haven't done right by you. Maybe some kind of truth has been revealed and you all are working on the relationship, but your attitude still might be like, you got a long way to go, buddy. You got a long way to go before, I let this go. It's not going to work that way. It's not. If you all can go to couples therapy together, or go to therapy one-on-one to just try to work through what has happened, whatever it might take. If you're going to try to work past a problem, you have to go in with a spirit of forgiveness. Otherwise, it's not going to work. If it's like, I'm going to keep being mad at you until you give me a reason not to be mad at you anymore, and you're going to jump through these hoops, don't even waste your time. Just end it. Just end it, because it's not going to work. It's not going to work that way. If you go into it as, you know what, you really hurt me, but we're going to still try, and we're going to still try to make this work. I'm going to let it go. We're going to start with a clean slate. It's a clean slate. It's a clean slate. We're starting over. But if it happens again, you're out of here, right? That has a better chance of working than, all right, we're going to give this a chance, but I'm super pissed at you. Super pissed at you, so you got to figure out how to make it up to me. The relationship's not going to work in that way. Right? So this is different than maybe if you're reconciling with somebody who's hurt you in the past. And so, yeah, somebody like that does have to build the trust back up, right? Somebody like that does need to prove that they've changed before you all can be in a relationship. Maybe you all need to be friends for a while before it could come into like romance or jumping into bed together or whatever it might be. That's a different situation. But if you're already with this person, if you're already living with this person, if you're already married or you've already made a home together, you're going to have to start with a clean slate. The other way around isn't going to work. Okay? Again, this is a general reading. It might not resonate or it might not be exact for each of you. And check out your moon sign and rising sign videos too, because those will bring in more information specific to your energy. This next card tells us where your mental energy is going. And this is good, because this card will let me know, or the position of this card will let me know if you're thinking negatively or if you're thinking positively. And you have 10 of Cups, so your hope here is for that happy ending. Your hope here is for the fulfillment emotionally, physically, romantically, like in your love life, because 10 of Cups is pretty much happiness all around. Like everything is great, everything is perfect, right? Anything you could dream of having, anything you would want, you're having this fullness, you're having this abundance, you're having this satisfaction. So you're manifesting this, Cancer. This is good. Keep your eyes on that prize. Keep thinking about that. What does 10 of Cups mean for you? Just keep that visual in your mind. See yourself living that 10 of Cups life, because you're already in that energy and you're calling this in and you're manifesting this level of joy and this level of happiness and this level of completeness. All right, let's see your outcome card here. Oh my goodness gracious. Your outcome card here is 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups, right? So you're close to that 10 of Cups. Whatever's happening in April, you're dang close to that 10 of Cups. You're 1 cup away. 9 of Cups can be wish fulfillment. 9 of Cups can be happiness, like your wishes coming true, abundance, success, right? Enjoying the fruits of your labor. So I feel also, though, what this is that a lot of you Cancers are kind of finishing getting things in order for yourself. What I mean by this is, remember going back to the initial beginning of the reading about having some kind of independence or wanting to be in that independent energy. Well, you're manifesting that, right? A lot of you are just finding that this relationship is going to go much better if I'm in a positive energy in terms of like having a life outside of this relationship and having an independence outside of this relationship. So a lot of you are actually calling that in. You're experiencing some kind of personal victory. You're experiencing some kind of individual identity or individual success that's giving you confidence, and that's making you feel a little bit safer to be vulnerable with somebody else, because it's like, okay, well, I have my safety net. If this person isn't, acting right, or if something happens to go wrong in some way, I know that I'm going to be able to be independent, and I know that I'm going to be able to get out of that situation if I need to. But also at the same time, it's more of like a, it's just like something for your own personal reassurance. It's not because this person is giving you signs or giving you a sense or giving you a feeling of like they're actually going to do that thing, right? It's just more of like your own growth, your own development. But just a lot of you are feeling vindicated in some way, that some truth is coming out, something is being revealed, you're accomplishing things, you know what you bring to the table. This other person's gonna have to maybe work a little bit harder, but if they're working harder, give them credit for it. Don't be that Four of Cups with like, I don't care about your stupid cup. If they're trying, acknowledge it, appreciate it, because a lot of you are really, really, really calling in a type of love for the long haul, right? And there's gonna be ups and there's gonna be downs, but this is exciting. I mean, look at this. You're like, you're good. You accomplished it. You accomplished what you were trying to do. You're happy. You have what you asked for. You're whole and you're complete within yourself. You're whole and you're complete within yourself, and you're ready for that 10th cup, which is the cherry on top of the sundae, which is your person. A lot of times people chase love in a very codependent, very hurt way, where they feel like half a person and they're looking for the other half, and that's not what love is. That's what codependency is. And Cancer, a lot of you have finally figured it out, and you're like, nope, I'm the sundae. I just need the cherry on top, right? I just need to find my cherry on top. And so that's what you guys are in. You're in that energy. Look, this person has all the 9 cups. You're dreaming of 10 of cups. You've got your 9 cups and you're ready. You've got that space for that person. That person's coming in. So excited for you, my darlings. I hope that you have a wonderful April. Check out your moon sign and rising sign videos. It will bring more information. And if you would like a private reading, absolutely, I'm more than happy to give you a private reading. There's a link in the description that will give you access to scheduling a private reading with me. Don't forget to check out your weekly forecasts, guys, because every single week I do a video that goes into like money, family life, just like spirituality, all that other stuff that's coming in, the angel message stuff that's coming in, other than love, all the other important things. So be sure you check out the weekly forecasts as well. I hope you have a wonderful April. Hope to see you in the weekly videos. Hope to see you on social media in between the videos. And I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful, happy, amazing springtime.